Congratulations, you are the proud owner of an awesome kicker amplifier. Let's talk about the ways to hook this up to your vehicle to ensure you get the maximum performance capable by this fine audio product. To start off with, we need to connect this amplifier to power. If you notice on the amplifier, there are 3 separate power connections. There's a ground, a remote turn-on lead, and a 12-volt battery source. The ground should be less than 18 inches long and grounded to a good secure spot to the metal of the vehicle where we know we have good connection to chassis ground. The remote turn-on will allow you to get signal from your aftermarket radio to allow the amplifier to turn on and off with the radio so it doesn't stay powered up all the time. The power wire should be of proper gauge, and refer to your owner's manual. It will tell you exactly how big a wire you need to connect to the amplifier. But this will connect to the battery, and make sure you put your fuse within 18 inches of the battery. Now that you've got power connected to the amplifier, let's look at the connections on the radio. We'll not be using these speaker wires since the amplifier is going to have all the output to our speakers we need. You'll have your switched ignition lead, your 12-volt constant lead that's provide memory to the radio so you don't lose your presets, of course a ground wire, and most radios will have a blue and white amp remote wire. If you notice, it says caution, remote output only. There is a maximum current of 0.2 amps. That's 0.2 of an amp of maximum current. This means you cannot drive lights or fans with this output, but it is specifically recommended to power an antenna or to power up the amplifier. This radio has one pair or a front-only preamp output. This is the signal that will come out of the radio to feed directly into the amplifier so we get good quality audio sound. Now we're going to take our Kicker X Series RCA cables. These cables will plug into the RCA output of the head unit and then plug into the audio input on the amplifier. Since we're using RCA level input, make sure your input level switch is in the low level input position. This makes sure that the signal is matched to the amplifier from the head unit. Also, since we're using a separate turn-on lead, we have a setting on the amplifier that will allow us to use a 12-volt turn-on, DC offset, or signal sensing. Make sure when you use the turn-on lead from the radio, it's set to the 12-volt turn-on. If you notice, this amplifier has another set of RCA jacks. These are line outputs. They take the signal that comes into this amplifier and will send it out to another amplifier, eliminating the need for a Y adapter. Now our signal is connected to the amplifier, our turn-on lead is connected, our power is connected. We're ready to hook up speakers to this amplifier and make it rock. Here are your 2 speaker outputs. You have a left output and a right output. They're labeled left plus, left minus, right plus, right minus. Always use good quality, high gauge speaker wire to ensure you get the most out of your amplifier.